Of several hours across Kansas throughout the afternoon and through the evening hours as well. Tornado warnings across parts of southeast Kansas and reports of confirmed tornadoes near the Elk Falls, Longton, Howard, and Moline areas. We had at least brief touchdowns, so we'll see if the National Weather Service will do any damage surveys. We didn't hear any major reports of tornado damage so far this evening, but the National Weather Service might go out and conduct some surveys on these tornadoes tomorrow and in the coming days to see if anything like that happened. Some quarter-size hail, Arkansas City, 5 miles northwest of Winfield 2. We had some other hail reports in parts of northwest and north central Kansas. We'll share those coming up a little bit later on. Very heavy rainfall across parts of southeast Kansas. You can see the radar estimates showing the highest amounts in the southeast part of the state, and actual rainfall reports through this evening. More than 4 inches in the Granola area, Arkansas City over 3 inches, and in Wichita ending up just shy of 1/3 of an inch. But more showers and thunderstorms will be possible across parts of central and eastern Kansas overnight. Again, as Ross mentioned, the threat of severe weather going down, but some additional rain will be possible. We'll have the rest of your weekend forecast and the latest on Future Track coming up a little bit later.